All right, everybody. Resuming from the previous video, we've got two more problems to tackle. Let's start with the first one. Okay. Sue's bowling scores were these things. What is the positive difference between the median of her scores and the mode of her scores? Let's break this down just for a minute. We got three different vocabulary terms here. Let's make sure that we understand what all these things mean. So first off, positive difference. Not sure why I feel the need to write this out, but just bear with me. I'm one of those people. Yeah. Okay, positive difference. First off, difference means subtraction. That looks eerily like the Amazon symbol, but whatever. Amazon is infiltrating everybody's minds. It's like we can't help ourselves. Sorry. Okay. Try to stay on topic here. I can do this. Okay. All right. So difference means subtraction. It's at that point in the night where I'm not even sure if I'm spelling things correctly. But difference means subtraction. Okay, so then let's think about what does positive difference mean? So what's the positive subtraction? Let me give you an example. Supposing I gave you two numbers, 4 and 7. And I said, what's the difference between them? Right? Well, there's two possible answers for this. One would be, well, the difference between 4 and 7 would be 4 minus 7, and that would be -3. Okay? The other possibility is, what's the difference between 7 and 4? Well, that would be 7 minus 4, and that would become +3. So if they're asking for, if you have a question that's asking for positive difference, it's basically stating, it's telling you which of those two possibilities they want. They want the one that is going to be, sorry, I don't know why I'm hiccuping here. They want the one that's going to be positive. So in this case, the positive difference between these two numbers, 4 and 7, would be 7 minus 4, because that ends up being +3. Okay, so with that note being stated, let's jump into this problem. Well, first off, remember what a median is. Median means the middle number out of a list. Now, the thing that you have to do, though, is you have to first arrange things in order from least to greatest. So if we do that, let's see what we've got. We start off, it looks like the smallest number is 102, followed by, so we got that one, followed by another 102, and then we have, the next one looks like it's going to be 123, and we have 135, and the final number is 167. Okay, so this is very important. Anytime that you're asked to find a median, middle number, you have to arrange them in order from least to greatest. Okay, so once we've done that, we figure out the middle number, has to be 123. Okay, so we know the median, put it over here, in this problem is equal to 123. Then the next thing is the mode. And remember, mode, switch up colors so that I feel like it. Mode is most common number. Well, in that case, if you look at this list, the only numbers that repeat, that appear more often than anything else, would be 102. So that would have to be our mode. So the mode is going to be 102. Okay, so now, then the question, though, is what is the positive difference between these two things, the median and the mode? Remember what we just said. If we want to find a positive difference, we want to do subtraction, but we want to subtract in such a way that the answer is going to be positive. So if you think about it, if I do 102 minus 123, that's going to be negative. So that's not going to be the positive difference. However, if I do 123 minus 102, that will be a positive number. What does that get us to? Let's see here. 123 minus 102. Check me if I'm wrong. It should be 21. Okay, as opposed to, just, I know I feel like I'm flogging a dead horse, to use an old expression, but if I did 102 minus 123, and I'm old this way, so you know what? I'm just going to use a calculator here. 102 minus, there was a time when I could figure this out in my head, but okay, that would be negative 21. Well, we don't want the negative. We want the positive, so that's what the one we want to go for. That would be your answer. And also, you think about it too. There's no negative sign on the grid-in for your SAT. So we really, if you were doing this and you got negative 21, you'd be like, okay, well, there's no way to enter in a negative sign on that grid, so that clearly can't be right. Anytime on a grid-in that you get a negative number, you're wrong. Okay. Very quickly. So that's that one. Last one. This video is running a little bit long, again, as per usual. I do this all the time. Sorry. Here we go. Last one. If we have a function such that it's equal to this, so we have f of z is equal to z squared plus 4, all of that divided by z minus 2. And then they want to know, well, what would this be then? What would f of negative 2 be? Well, remember, all that means is that we just replace every z, right? So think about it. The negative 2 corresponds to a z. So every time we see a z, we're going to replace it with a negative 2, and we're just going to solve for it. But, very importantly, you need to put parentheses around every time that you see the z, because that helps you make sure that you're taking care of the negative sign appropriately. So I'm going to rewrite this initial equation right here. I'm going to put parentheses, sorry, I'm blurring those words. Parentheses. There we go. Okay. I know. It's getting weirder and weirder as the night goes up. But here, okay, so here's what we got. So we have the z squared plus 4 over the z, just parentheses, minus 2. And I really would strongly recommend that you do this whenever you're given a function problem on the actual SAT, is just drop a parenthesis around those variables wherever they appear, and that way you can just simply take the number that you're given and plug it right in. So I'm going to put it in purple. So that means we need to put negative 2 in there, and negative 2 in here, and then we just solve for this. Let's see. Well, negative 2 squared just means negative 2 times negative 2. Well, that's positive 4. And then that's plus 4 over, well, just negative 2 by itself, so it's just hanging out there. Negative 2 minus 2, which gets us to 8 over negative 4. Okay? So then finally, to simplify this a little bit, let's see what we've got. 8 divided by negative 4. Hopefully everybody's okay with this, but that would be negative 2. So that is going to be our answer. Hopefully this was helpful. If not, spam me. You have my email address, so just have at it. But more seriously, if this didn't work for you, if there's something that confused you, just let me know, and I will address it in another video or personally. Okay. Godspeed, Horatius. See you next time.